All right. Got a wardrobe change. It's Monday. Time for another week of Remembrance of the Cousin videos. I don't know if the audio will pick up all the rain outside. It's raining a lot out there. Even heard a little bit of thunder. Like right now. A little bit. So I don't know if it's gonna be still doing that when I go outside. Um, I have this memory. This is back when my cousin was living in uh, that bigger house out on the edge of town. Uh, the first time I ever heard that anyone doing this. So my cousin, I don't know if he told me or I just overheard that his mother would, when she'd go to sleep, she'd have the radio on. I thought that was strange. I've done that. I've done that myself. Uh, I do that now. Well, I don't do exactly that now, but I've done that myself, like um, putting the radio on like a sleep setting, so then it would just turn off after like a half hour maybe. Uh, but I have this alarm clock now that it does different nature sounds. So that's on for the whole time. The whole time that I'm in bed, the nature sounds like I like the thunderstorm one, and then usually I have the fan on too, because sometimes it's hot. But it's nice. That adds another sound element to when I'm trying to sleep, like the relaxing sound of the fan and the sound of nature from my alarm clock. So I'm aware of that kind of thing now, but at the time, I thought it was weird that my aunt was having the radio on when she's going to sleep. And my cousin said, I think he compared it to like a bedtime story, having someone tell you a story to help you relax and fall asleep. So I thought that was weird at the first because it was the first time I heard it. What? Have the radio on when you're trying to go to sleep? It doesn't work too well if it's on too loud. I knew someone who used to have the TV on. That's another thing I've done in the past was have the TV on when my TV was by my bed. My TV isn't by my bed now, but I used to have the TV. I guess I did that. I might have did that before I tried the music for when I was going to bed. But I putting the TV on a sleep timer. So yeah, I knew this other person who would do this, have the TV on when they're sleeping. I guess like I don't know if there's a sleep timer on that one, but kind of loud. Yeah, if it's too loud, it doesn't really work very well. Not for me. If it's got to be at least a low volume. All right, back to when my cousin lived at Lake Village, this mobile home area around the lake. Here is, oh, there's some thunder. I hope the power doesn't go out. I remember when I was really young, being there were times where the thunder was really loud and kind of there's a speck on the screen. Yeah. I remember when I was really young and during thunderstorms, sometimes it was really loud and scary. And it's always scary when the power gets turned off. Where was I? There. Okay, so there's this nice gesture of when my cousin tried to introduce me to a girl. Uh, I guess it was a friend of a girl that he liked. I don't know if it was a girlfriend of his. But it might have been because of her. It might have been because of this girlfriend of his that was, maybe she had said, I have my friend over. Do you have anyone that you could introduce her to? Like maybe it was her idea, or maybe they were related. Maybe it was a cousin of hers. But I was kind of silly about it. I didn't. It probably annoyed everybody how I reacted. Um, so my cousin was brought me. We were outside at Lake Village, and uh, he was saying how he wanted to introduce me to this girl, and uh, I uh, I was still at this stage in my life, like I didn't hang around with girls too much. There were a couple. There was one when I was really young, but for the most part, I just hung around with guys, boys. When I was a boy, I just mostly hung around with other boys, so I wasn't really comfortable. I didn't have too much of a familiarity with the females, so it just felt kind of awkward for me. I was probably a little nervous, and yeah, I was just being silly. Uh, so from my perspective, so I see there's this blonde girl, and then there's this dark haired girl, and I decided, I guess I was more attracted to the blonde girl. I don't know if it was just her hair or if it was her face, but I just decided I like this one. Uh, and I kind of went aside. I went to the side to my cousin and said, "I'll take the blonde one, and you can have the other one." My cousin didn't like that because the blonde girl was the one that was either his girlfriend or the girl that he was interested in. So he said no. So I think he just got irritated with me. And I think the girls just went away after that. I don't remember being around them at all after that. So my cousin might have said something to the girls, and then girls said something to him, and then I guess they went away because I don't remember them at all after that. So a little embarrassing there. I think maybe I was just trying to show a little bit of confidence for some reason. Well, it's good to show confidence, but I just felt like I wasn't being very nice. So I could have handled that better. I have this memory of this one kid. Me and my cousin and probably his brother were outside his home where he lived, the mobile home at Lake Village, and there was this other kid that was in the front yard. He came by and he was on this like mountain bike, and I don't know why, but my cousin and his brother did not like this other kid, and they were kind of going back and forth. Uh, they were having some kind of argument. I think they were like, yeah, they were throwing insults at each other. I don't know why, but they didn't like each other. My cousins and this other kid on the bike. And one of the insults that either my cousin or my cousin's brother threw at this kid on the bike was they called him Mountain Dew because he had a mountain bike. That's the only thing I remember from that interaction. So I thought that was kind of weird to call someone Mountain Dew because they have a mountain bike. My cousin had this Wizard of Oz blanket, and I remember looking at the blanket. Um, it might have been when I was spending the night over there. I think my cousin might have had a bunk bed. Maybe I was on one of the beds on the bunk bed. I remember my cousin had this Wizard of Oz blanket, and the Cowardly Lion was on there, and I saw how the Cowardly Lion had like ribbons all over him, and I thought that looked kind of girly, and I said that the Cowardly Lion on his blanket looked like a girl, and then uh, my cousin said the Cowardly Lion was a girl, and I was like, what? What are you talking about? He is not a girl. So I guess there's another time where my cousin was messing with me, because I'm pretty sure that the Cowardly Lion was a guy. Well, I know the actor was a guy anyway, but like years later, I remember I'm realized I'm pretty sure like maybe I guess at that time I didn't see the Wizard of Oz movie enough. Maybe I'd only seen it once, but I've seen it a few times since then, and now I own it. And I'm pretty sure there's a part in the movie where the Cowardly Lion does have some ribbons in his fur, like after the Dorothy and the Cowardly Lion and the Tin Man and the Scarecrow. I think it was, yeah, after they go to the Emerald City, then they get all uh, like cleaned up. Then I think the lion gets some ribbons on him, but that didn't make him a girl.